All right, I'm gonna run through setting up the Cream Discord bot on Heroku real quick. So basically, go to the GitHub site and just need to follow the instructions. So the first step is you need to set up a free Heroku account. You just go through here, fill it out. It'll send you like a confirmation email. I've already done that, so I'm just gonna skip it for now, but it's pretty simple. So then you need to set up both Heroku and Git on your computer. So first off, we need to get Git, and you can just click here. Well, apparently their website's down right now, but basically you just go to the download site and you download it, install it, just use the defaults, pretty straightforward. Similarly with the Heroku command line interface, you download the installer, you run it, just use the defaults, and that's fine. And then the next step to make sure that it works. So I'm going to use PowerShell. It doesn't matter. You can use PowerShell or command prompt. So make sure you have Git, which this has it, and then you're going to want to log in with Heroku. So we're at this step right here. And so this is going to open up in the browser. I'm going to cut out the videos so I don't expose any credentials or anything like that. And we'll come back to when it's logged in. All right, so we're back. We're logged in. It should have come up in the PowerShell or whatever you're using that, hey, it's logged in. Cool. So we're good to go there. So now that we're logged in, we're done with these Heroku instructions. So we can go back over to here. We're done with step 2. So next step is to clone the repository. So I'm just going to copy this, paste it, and that basically just pulls down the repository from Git. So the next step, we need to change into that directory that we just cloned. So cd into cream discord bot Heroku, and see we're now in this directory. We can continue on. So the next step is configuring the bot. So in this directory, that's ugly. In this directory, there's a config.json, and that's what we're going to edit. So you can just open up Notepad and go to this path. So just copy that. Change this to all files, and we'll open this config.json. All right, cool. So back to this. So we're configuring the bot. There's a few steps that we need to go through. So first off, we need to actually create the Discord bot. And there's a nice handy guide here. So first we need to make sure that we're logged into the Discord website. Then we go to the application page. I've already got that open here. So this is it's like a developer's page to add applications. So we'll click the new application button. We'll name it whatever, cream example. Cool. So I'm gonna make this bigger so you can see it. So gave it a name, and then we need to add a bot to this application. So we add a bot. Yeah, we want to do it. So we want to make sure that it's not a public bot, because we only want to use it for our server. We don't want other people to be able to use it. So the last bit is we care about the token here. So you can copy this token, go back over to our config.json, and put it in this. And by the time I post this video, this token will no longer be valid, so don't bother trying to use it. So we have our token in there. Great. Next, we need to invite our bot to our Discord. So back on the application page, we go to this OAuth 2 tab. And we need to tick bot under scopes. And then we need the permissions required. And in this case, we need manage channels, view channels, send messages, and embed links. So send messages, embed links. view channels, and manage channels. So that generates this URL that we can just copy and then just paste that in a new browser window. I'll say, hey, do you want to add this bot? And yes, we'll add it. It has the permissions selected. We can authorize it. All right. So now we have done that. We've added it to our Discord, and we should be good with that step. So the rest of that, so now we're still on configuring the bot. And now we need to just update the config.json with the rest of the values. So in this case, we're in particular interested in these channel IDs. So if you go to Discord, we need to be able to view these channel IDs. And normally it's in the right-click context menu, but you have to go to your settings under Appearance, and down here you need to enable developer mode down towards the bottom. So this will let us go in and see copy ID. So we have a few IDs that we want to copy. So the admin channel goes here. Then we have a chat channel. There. Leaderboard channel, which you do the leaderboard commands in the user channel IDs. Member count channel. And these you generally want to be voice channels because the text channels don't allow for spaces or special characters. And a player count channel. And that is down here. All right, cool. So we can save this. Now we have our channel IDs in here. Back to our instructions. So we should be done configuring the bot, aside from a few other things. So I guess we'll do that now. So the other things that are left is if you use CF tools, you can input these values to get the leaderboard functionality. In this case, I don't have it set up, so if you don't, you can just delete those. And make sure that this stays valid JSON, like you have to delete the last comma if there's no other entity after it. So next step is you'll put in your server IP, which I don't have it set up yet, but I'll do that before this is done. This is just a local network address. Make sure your Archon port's right. Make sure your Steam port is right. This is the Steam query port. If you don't know these, you can go on Battlemetrics and search for your server and put it in. The Archon password will be whatever your Archon password is. And then you can change this name to whatever you want. It just has to be unique among servers. If you want another server, like more than one, you can just copy this, add a comma, and paste it in. And just as long as this name is different from the previous one, you can fill this out differently. And you probably want different channel IDs as well. So anyways, that's how you would add multiple servers. So now that we have this done, we can go ahead and save. Go back over to this. And we want to get add-a, get commit-m. This doesn't really matter because we aren't pushing it anywhere. Just has to be something. Oh, sometimes the first time you run git, you have to set up like you have to configure it to have your name and email. It's just what git does. It doesn't really matter what it is. So we can do that commit again. All right. So next up, we're on to creating the Heroku app. So we're already logged in, so we should just be able to do Heroku create. Make this a bit bigger. All right, so it created an app. Great. So now we need to push our configuration to Heroku. So this will build the app on Heroku. Takes a little bit. And the last step is to set the scaling. That way the bot actually runs. So you just need to copy this command in as is. All right, so that should start up the bot and it should be running. So if we go over to Discord, in a little bit we should see the bot online. Yep, there it goes online. In the admin channel, it should start showing some error messages that it's not able to connect to the server because there isn't one that exists. And then if you want to check out the logs, you can just do Heroku logs, and that'll spit out some logs about like the actual bot running. So it's like sending login information over Archon, but it's not working because that server doesn't exist. But that's basically it. I hope that's informative. Let me know if you have any other questions. And yeah.